Chosen one, listen carefully, this message you about to hear. Why most people hate the chosen ones, the truth they won't tell you. The moment you awaken, the world shifts. You feel it. Eyes follow you. Words whisper behind your back. There's a tension in the air, unseen yet undeniable. People avoid looking too closely. Why? Because deep down they sense something in you they cannot understand. Something powerful, something they fear. Being a chosen one is not just a title, it is a calling. You were born to carry light into darkness, to see beyond the illusions that bind ordinary souls, to awaken truths others refuse to face. This is why they hate you. They fear the reflection of their own complacency in your eyes. You've always felt different. The world feels heavier, louder, and yet strangely muted around you. Small talk feels empty. Routine feels like chains. This is the first sign. The first sign that you are awake while others remain asleep. And this awakening threatens those who cling to ignorance. Every chosen one walks a lonely path. The deeper your light grows, the sharper the resistance becomes. Family may not understand. Friends may turn away. Strangers may mock. It is as if the universe conspires to test your commitment to your truth, and it does, relentlessly. People hate what they cannot control. They fear the power of your clarity, your courage, your vision. The world is filled with voices that seek comfort in conformity. You, however, refuse to kneel. You refuse to hide your light. That is what makes them recoil. Spiritual awakening is not an event, it is a process. A quiet fire that consumes fear, doubt, and illusion. You feel it in your bones. You sense realities beyond the physical. Dreams carry messages. Signs appear repeatedly. Coincidences are no longer coincidences, they are confirmation. Society has its ways of silencing the chosen. Ridicule, isolation, distraction. They teach people to fear anyone who sees beyond the veil, and many will subconsciously join in, not realizing that in hating you, they are hating the part of themselves that longs to awaken. The chosen ones are mirrors. They reflect the unhealed, the fearful, the weak. This reflection is uncomfortable, even unbearable for many. And so resistance arises, anger arises, hateful words are cast like arrows, but your purpose is untouched by their ignorance. Signs of the chosen appear early, even if ignored. A sense of purpose that feels too large for this world. An intuitive knowing that defies logic. A heart drawn to mysteries, to the unseen. You feel the call to something greater, though the world insists it is impossible. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is a gift. The world labels you fragile, naive, or too intense. But it is precisely your intensity, your empathy, your insight that marks you as chosen. Those who fear depth cannot bear to see it reflected in you. Isolation becomes your companion. You will find that ordinary connections no longer satisfy. Superficial relationships feel like prisons. This loneliness is necessary. It strengthens your spirit. It trains you to walk without validation from the blind and the asleep. Criticism becomes commonplace. You will be judged for seeing what others ignore, for refusing lies, for asking questions they dare not ask. And yet, in every criticism, there is a hidden truth. Your awakening is undeniable. Your presence matters more than they admit. The chosen ones carry a mission. Though often unseen, it is unmistakable. Healing, awakening, transformation. Every act of courage, every moment of clarity, every word spoken in truth carries ripple effects far beyond your understanding. Those who hate you do so because your existence exposes their illusions. Your awakening reminds them of the parts of themselves they deny. And yet, this hatred is powerless. Your light cannot be dimmed by fear, envy, or ignorance. Spiritual gifts will manifest differently for each chosen. Some heal, some lead, some awaken minds and hearts. Some simply exist as a spark, a reminder of the unseen, and in every expression your purpose becomes undeniable. Embrace your difference. Stop seeking permission to be who you are. The world will resist. People will misunderstand. but the fire within you was lit by something far greater than their opinions, something divine, something eternal. You will face betrayal. The people closest to you may turn against you, but remember, their rejection is not your failure. It is their fear speaking. Your path is untouched by the ignorance of others. Walk it with unwavering courage. Energy follows awareness. The more awake you become, the more the world reacts. Expect resistance, expect ridicule, expect discomfort, but also expect clarity, purpose, and alignment unlike anything the asleep can comprehend. The chosen are often misunderstood geniuses, not necessarily in intellect but in insight. You see patterns where others see chaos. You sense truth beneath lies. You recognize the unseen currents that shape reality, and that alone makes you a target. Fear is your greatest test. Fear of standing out, fear of being rejected, fear of embracing your full power. Know this, fear is the only thing that can slow you down, and fear is meant to be faced, not avoided. Your awakening is a form of rebellion, against complacency, against ignorance, against the darkness that seeks to suppress light. And in this rebellion, you will find your greatest allies, not in the masses, but in the awakened few who recognize your truth. Trust your intuition. It is your guide. It is your shield. It is the voice of the divine whispering through the chaos. When the world doubts you, it will never doubt this inner knowing. Let it lead you through every storm. Every challenge you face, every moment of hate directed at you, is a sign that you are on the right path. The universe does not test the asleep, it tests the awakened, and you are awake. The chosen ones create ripples that transcend time. You may not see the immediate impact of your actions, but every choice made in alignment with your truth reverberates far beyond what you can imagine. You are not alone, even if it feels that way. There are others like you, others who sense, who see, who awaken. And the more you embrace your path, the more you will find them. Your tribe exists, they are waiting. Remember, the world will never understand you the way the universe does. And that is exactly how it should be. You are not here to please the asleep. You are here to awaken, to illuminate, to transform. Do not shrink, do not dim your light. The resistance, the hate, the misunderstanding, they are signs you are rising, not failing. Stand tall, shine brighter, walk boldly. Your awakening is your weapon. Your light is your shield. Your purpose is your mission. And nothing and no one can ever take that away from you. If you feel the fire within, if you resonate with this truth, then step into your power fully. Embrace your path as a chosen one. You were born for this. The world is waiting for your light. Like, comment, and subscribe to return to awakening if you are ready to fully embrace your awakening, stand in your truth, and join a community of souls who will never dim their light for the asleep. The world misunderstands the chosen because they see with a clarity most cannot bear. They feel what others ignore. They sense what others deny. And that alone is threatening. People fear what they cannot contain, and you, chosen one, are uncontainable. Every time you speak truth, it cuts through illusions like fire through paper. It unjars those comfortable in lies. They will try to silence you. They will try to mock you. But your words carry power that cannot be taken, no matter how much they resist. The path of awakening is lined with obstacles that seem unfair, cruel, or inexplicable. And yet, each obstacle is a test. Each act of hatred against you is proof that you are on the right path, proof that your light is seen, even by those who wish it hidden. Being different is never easy. Feeling too much, knowing too much, seeing too clearly, it isolates you. But isolation is not a punishment. It is a sacred space for your spirit to grow, to sharpen, to prepare for what you are truly meant to do. The chosen are often targets of envy disguised as hatred. People may pretend to be allies, only to undermine or betray you. This is the world's way of trying to dim what it cannot fully understand. But betrayal is never the end. It is a lesson, a catalyst, and a confirmation of your awakening. Your intuition will guide you when no one else does. People will tell you you are wrong. Society will try to convince you your visions are impossible. Ignore them. Trust the whispers in your soul. They are the voice of the divine leading you toward your purpose. Hate directed at you is often rooted in fear. Fear of change, fear of exposure, fear of being left behind. But that fear is powerless against your awareness. The more they resist, the stronger your presence becomes. The chosen ones are living reminders of truth, and truth always threatens the comfortable lies people cling to. That is why the awakened are feared, hated, and isolated, and that is why your path is sacred. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is a superpower. Feeling deeply, seeing clearly, understanding beyond words, these are the marks of a soul chosen for higher purpose. You are tuned to a frequency the asleep cannot reach. Even when misunderstood, even when attacked, your light remains unshaken. The universe has chosen you, not the world. And as long as you align with your purpose, no hatred, no ignorance, no opposition can ever stop you. Signs of your calling will become impossible to ignore. Dreams that feel prophetic, synchronicities that repeat, encounters that seem too coincidental. They are all confirmations that your path is real, sacred, and unstoppable. The awakened carry a weight others cannot perceive, a responsibility to themselves, to the truth, to the unseen forces guiding their path. This weight can feel heavy, but it is also a sign of your divine alignment. People will try to diminish your power. They will make jokes, spread rumors, or treat your calling as imaginary. Do not allow them to define your reality. Their disbelief cannot touch what is already true within you. Your journey is not about popularity, acceptance, or approval. It is about truth. It is about alignment. It is about stepping fully into the role the universe designed for you, regardless of how the world reacts. The more awakened you become, the more apparent it will be that you do not belong in ordinary circles. You are a spark meant to ignite flames, not sit quietly in darkness. That is why fear and hatred will follow you, even from familiar faces. Resistance is a sign of growth. Every time someone attacks your light, it is a signal that your presence is too powerful to ignore. Embrace it. Let it fuel your courage, sharpen your focus, and deepen your commitment to your calling. You will face moments of doubt, moments where it feels easier to hide, to conform, to shrink. But remember, the universe has chosen you for a reason. Your hesitation does not change your destiny. Your awakening cannot be undone. The chosen ones are builders of a new reality. Even if the world resists, even if people hate, even if isolation feels unbearable, the work you do ripples through existence. Your courage, your vision, your clarity, it is creating a future unseen by the masses. Your path may be lonely, but it is never meaningless. Every hardship, every insult, every trial strengthens your soul and prepares you for the destiny only you can fulfill. Hate is temporary. Your awakening is eternal. You are a force of transformation. Even when others cannot see it, your presence shifts energy, consciousness, and perception. People may resist, but energy cannot be stopped. Light cannot be contained. Truth cannot be silenced. Those who oppose you are often the same people who crave the awakening you embody. Their hatred is their ignorance, their fear of their own potential. And as they push against you, you are simply reminding them of what they deny in themselves. Every challenge faced is a confirmation. You are on the right path. You are aligned. You are awake. And no amount of hate, mockery, or fear can alter that. You are chosen. You are destined. You are powerful. The chosen ones awaken slowly, painfully, and profoundly. Each revelation strips away illusions, exposing both beauty and pain. But it is in this stripping away that true power is born, a power that is invisible to the asleep but undeniable to those who are awake. The world cannot understand the chosen because they live in layers unseen. Your perception, your intuition, your sensitivity, they feel like a burden to those who are asleep. And yet, it is the very thing that marks you as sacred. Every time you act from truth, You break through illusions that others desperately cling to. That is why they resist you. That is why they mock you. That is why they try to dim the light they cannot possess. The chosen ones are often misunderstood as arrogant, strange, or unapproachable. But what the world labels as different is actually courage. The courage to live beyond the illusions of conformity, fear, and ignorance. You may feel isolated, even rejected by the people closest to you. But isolation is the soil in which your soul grows. The solitude you endure is not punishment. It is preparation for the power you are about to step into. Hate directed at you is proof that you are rising. It is proof that your light is being noticed, even if begrudgingly. Remember, the fire that ignites envy and fear is the same fire that illuminates truth. People will try to make you doubt your purpose. They will whisper that you are wrong, mistaken, or too sensitive. But your knowing, your inner guidance, your awakening, these are infallible. Trust them. They are your compass in a world of chaos. The chosen feel things others cannot. Pain, joy, sorrow, ecstasy. It flows through you with intensity. This depth frightens those who have shut themselves off from life, and it is why they try to push you down, silence you, or ignore you. You may encounter people who claim to support you, only to betray or abandon you when it matters most. Do not let this shake your faith. Their actions reflect their limitations, not yours. Your path remains intact. Your awakening is not for the approval of the world. It is for your alignment with the divine, the unseen, and the eternal. The more you embrace your calling, the more you will encounter resistance, and the more that resistance will validate your power. Every chosen one carries a message, a mission, a spark meant to awaken others. Even when it feels like no one is listening, know that every word, every action, every thought resonates far beyond what you can see. People fear what they cannot control, and your awareness, your insight, your clarity, these cannot be contained. That is why hatred, envy, and resistance follow you like shadows. They cannot diminish the light burning inside you. The signs of your awakening are undeniable. Repeated synchronicities, unexplained knowledge, dreams that guide you, intuitive nudges, encounters that feel orchestrated. All of it is proof that your path is sacred and chosen. Being a chosen one is not about comfort. It is about truth. It is about alignment. It is about stepping into the fire of awakening even when the world is burning with ignorance. Every challenge, every insult, every act of rejection, it is all part of the refining process. You are being tested, tempered, and strengthened. You are being prepared for a destiny far greater than ordinary life can offer. Those who hate you often mirror the parts of themselves they deny. Their resistance is a reflection of their fear of awakening, their fear of change, their fear of seeing the truth. And in their hatred, your purpose becomes clearer. The awakened cannot hide their light. No matter how much you try, your presence will always ripple outward, touching lives, igniting thoughts, and awakening awareness, even in the most unlikely places. Your sensitivity is a gift, not a curse. Your awareness is a weapon against ignorance, fear, and complacency. And your heart, though it feels exposed, is the source of a power so deep it cannot be measured. You will face betrayal. You will face ridicule. You will face isolation. And yet, each of these trials is a sign that you are walking the right path, the path of awakening, the path of purpose. The chosen ones are catalysts. Your existence provokes change, awakens consciousness, and shifts energy in ways invisible to the ordinary. Even your silence carries weight. Even your stillness moves the unseen. Fear is inevitable, but it is also temporary. Every time you face your fear, your power grows. Every time you embrace the unknown, your clarity expands. Fear is the shadow, awakening is the light, and light always prevails. The world will try to convince you to shrink, conform, or hide. But remember, the universe has chosen you for a reason. Your path, your purpose, your light, they are bigger than any opposition you encounter. You are here to awaken, not to please. You are here to illuminate, not to blend in. You are here to transform, not to remain unseen. And the more you embrace this, the more unstoppable you become. Every attack, every whispered word, every act of envy directed at you is proof of your power. Resistance is validation. Opposition is confirmation. You are rising. You are awakening. You are chosen. Even when others cannot see it, your energy shifts reality. Your presence alters consciousness. Your choices ripple through time and space. And no hate, no fear, no ignorance can ever erase that impact. The path of the awakened is never easy. It is full of trials, heartbreaks, and misunderstandings. But it is also full of clarity, insight, and alignment. The higher the calling, the sharper the resistance. The chosen ones awaken slowly, painfully, and profoundly. Each revelation strips away layers of illusion, leaving raw truth. And it is in this rawness that real power emerges, power that cannot be taught, only realized. The chosen ones carry a vibration that the ordinary cannot endure. Your energy, your awareness, your very presence, it feels threatening to those who fear the unknown. And that fear often turns into hate. Every time you speak, every time you act, every time you choose truth over comfort, the world reacts. Some with awe, some with envy, some with contempt. That is the mark of your awakening. You are impossible to ignore. Your heart is your compass. Your intuition is your guide. And your soul, though it may feel exposed, is armored with a clarity that cannot be shaken. No one can dim what the universe has ignited within you. Being chosen is not about power over others. It is about power within. It is about seeing the hidden currents, feeling the unseen forces, and moving in alignment with a truth that cannot be explained but must be lived. People fear your light because it reminds them of their own shadows, their insecurities, their fears, their unhealed wounds, all reflected in you. That is why they lash out. That is why they whisper. That is why they resist. Your path is not meant to be easy. It is meant to be profound. Every challenge you face, every act of hatred aimed at you, every misunderstanding, it is sharpening you, preparing you, molding you into the vessel you were born to be. The awakened often walk alone. Ordinary connections feel hollow. Ordinary conversations feel meaningless. But this solitude is sacred. It is where your power grows, your vision clarifies, and your mission emerges. The chosen ones are always tested, not because they are weak, but because they are strong. Not because they are mistaken, but because they are necessary. The trials you endure are confirmations of your alignment. People will try to shame you for being different. They will try to ridicule your sensitivity, your insight, your calling. But their ridicule is powerless. Your awareness cannot be contained. Your light cannot be dimmed. Signs of your awakening are unmistakable. You notice patterns that others miss. You feel energies that others deny. You see truths that others refuse. And with each realization, the world pushes back, because truth always challenges the status quo. Every chosen one carries a spark meant to awaken others. Even if you feel unseen, even if your actions go unnoticed, your presence is changing the world in ways invisible yet undeniable. The hate, the fear, the envy directed at you, it is all proof that you are rising, that your light is being recognized, that your awakening is real, potent, and unstoppable. Your sensitivity is your strength, your empathy is your weapon, your awareness is your shield. The deeper you feel, the stronger you become. The more you sense, the more aligned you are with your purpose. Even in betrayal, there is clarity. Even in isolation, there is connection. Even in hatred, there is awakening. The universe uses every obstacle to mold the chosen, to sharpen their vision, and to strengthen their resolve. Your mission is not optional. Your purpose is not negotiable. Your light is not subject to approval. The universe has chosen you, and nothing, not fear, not hate, not misunderstanding, can undo that. Resistance is a sign of progress. Opposition is a sign of awakening. Every person who doubts you, mocks you, or fears you is evidence that you are stepping into your true power. The chosen ones are mirrors. They reflect the unhealed, the blind, the fearful. This reflection makes others uncomfortable. It makes them lash out. And that is why you will always encounter hate, but it will never define you. Your clarity is your armor. Your intuition is your sword. Your courage is your shield. The more you embrace your truth, the more unstoppable you become. Even when the world misunderstands you, even when people reject you, even when the path feels lonely, remember this. You are chosen. You are awake. You are destined. Every act of awakening, every moment of courage, every word spoken in truth ripples through time and space. You may not see it, but your impact is profound. Your mission is alive. Your purpose is real. The chosen ones do not seek validation. They do not chase approval. They do not shrink to fit the comfort of others. They rise unapologetically, powerfully, and eternally aligned with their calling. The world fears what it cannot understand, and you, chosen one, are incomprehensible to the asleep. Your presence disrupts comfort, challenges illusions, and illuminates truths they are not ready to face. Every moment of clarity you experience makes others uncomfortable. Your insights, your awareness, your intuition, they expose the lies people tell themselves just to survive, and that exposure is threatening. Being awake is not about blending in. It is about breaking free. It is about refusing the chains of ignorance and walking boldly into the light that calls only to the brave. That is why they hate you. They sense a freedom they will never know. The chosen often carry old wounds, wounds that are misunderstood, judged, or dismissed by others. But these wounds are not weaknesses, they are gateways. Each scar, each pain, each moment of suffering strengthens your spirit and sharpens your mission. People fear your knowledge, your insight, your presence. Not because you are wrong, but because you remind them of what they refuse to see within themselves. Your awakening is a mirror of truth, and truth is never comfortable. You may feel the weight of loneliness. The world may not understand your depth, your purpose, your sensitivity. But that solitude is sacred. It is a crucible where your soul is refined, strengthened, and prepared for the power you are about to embody. Every challenge you face, every act of hatred directed at you, every misunderstanding, it is confirmation. Confirmation that your light is visible, undeniable, and transformative. Hate is temporary. Awakening is eternal. Every word spoken against you, every whisper meant to diminish you, every glance meant to intimidate, cannot touch what is divinely ignited within your soul. The chosen see beyond the veil. They feel currents others ignore. They sense truth beneath illusion. And that perception isolates them, but it also gives them strength, clarity, and purpose that ordinary souls cannot comprehend. Your sensitivity is your power. Your awareness is your shield. Your heart, though it may feel exposed, carries a light so potent it cannot be contained. Every tear, every moment of pain, every insight, they all feed the fire of your awakening. Even when betrayed, even when misunderstood, even when rejected, you are aligned. Your path is sacred. Your mission is unstoppable. The universe itself conspires in your favor, even when the world conspires against you. Resistance is proof of progress. Opposition is confirmation of your power. The more they resist, the more visible your light becomes. The more hate they project, the more undeniable your awakening. The chosen ones awaken slowly, painfully, profoundly. Each realization strips away illusions, exposes hidden truths, and reveals the sacred fire within. And it is in this fire that your strength, clarity, and purpose are forged. People will try to convince you to shrink, to hide, to compromise. Do not listen. Their fear is their limitation. Your light is infinite. Your calling is unstoppable. Your awakening is inevitable. Even when the world misunderstands, even when people mock or judge, your presence ripples through consciousness. Your existence shakes the foundations of illusion. Your awakening moves energies unseen. You are a force of transformation. Every choice, every act, every moment of courage shifts reality in ways invisible to the masses but undeniable to the awakened. The chosen are often mirrors to the unhealed. They reflect what people deny, ignore, or fear. That reflection triggers anger, envy, and hatred, but it cannot touch your purpose. Your clarity, your courage, your insight, these are your armor. Your intuition, your empathy, your awareness, these are your weapons. Your alignment with truth is your shield. Nothing can stop the chosen. Even in isolation, even in doubt, even in struggle, you are growing. You are awakening. You are preparing to embody a power that will touch lives, shift realities, and awaken hearts in ways unseen. The hate, the fear, the misunderstanding you encounter, these are the world's reaction to your rising. They are not signs of weakness. They are signs that you are fulfilling your purpose, step by step, day by day. Every moment of awakening is a rebellion against complacency, ignorance, fear, and the darkness that seeks to suppress the light. And in that rebellion, your soul discovers its true power. The world often mistakes the chosen for arrogance. But it is not arrogance, it is confidence born from clarity. You see what others ignore. You feel what others numb. You know truths others fear to acknowledge. Every step you take challenges the illusions people are comfortable living in. And that challenge creates resistance. They will judge, they will criticize, they will try to stop you, but their resistance is proof of your power. The chosen ones are like lightning. They illuminate everything in their path, leaving no shadow unexposed. And just as lightning is feared, envied, and misunderstood, so too is your awakening. You may feel the weight of being misunderstood. People may label you strange, intense, or impossible, but their labels do not define you. You are defined by the light within, the truth you carry, and the mission you are destined to fulfill. Every act of hatred directed at you is a reflection of fear. People fear your awareness, your courage, your insight. Their fear cannot touch the divine force that moves through you. It cannot dim what was ignited by the universe itself. The chosen often feel disconnected from ordinary life. Routine feels empty. Small talk feels meaningless. Social norms feel like chains. And yet this disconnect is sacred. It sharpens your vision, strengthens your spirit, and prepares you for your higher calling. Every time you resist the urge to conform, you awaken another layer of power within. Every time you honor your truth over comfort, you ignite a spark in the unseen world. Every moment of courage aligns you more deeply with your destiny. Hate and fear are temporary. Awakening is eternal. Every insult, every act of envy, every word meant to diminish you, cannot touch the truth that lives inside you. It cannot erase the fire of your soul. The chosen are often mirrors to the world. They reflect the darkness, the fear, the ignorance, and the complacency that others deny. This reflection triggers hatred, resistance, and discomfort, but it also awakens the hidden potential in others. Your sensitivity is a gift. Your empathy is a strength. Your awareness is a weapon. Your intuition is your guide. And your courage, the courage to live awake, is what sets you apart, what marks you as chosen. Even when betrayed, even when isolated, even when mocked, you remain aligned. Your purpose cannot be taken. Your calling cannot be denied. Your awakening cannot be stopped. Every challenge, every obstacle, every act of misunderstanding, it is all proof that your light is visible, undeniable, and transformative. You are rising. You are awakening. You are chosen. The world will resist your awakening, but resistance is a sign that you are on the right path. Opposition validates your power. Hatred confirms your presence. Fear acknowledges your light. The chosen awaken slowly, painfully, profoundly. Each revelation strips away illusions, exposes hidden truths, and ignites the sacred fire within. And it is in this fire that true power is born, a power beyond comprehension, beyond fear, beyond the ordinary. You will be tested again and again, But every test, every moment of doubt, every challenge strengthens you, sharpens your purpose, and aligns you more deeply with your divine mission. Even when misunderstood, even when rejected, even when hated, you are creating ripples unseen, impacting lives, awakening consciousness, and shifting realities in ways invisible to the ordinary. Your clarity is your armor, your intuition is your sword, your courage is your shield, and your alignment with truth is unstoppable. You are a force of awakening, a catalyst of transformation, and a light the world cannot contain. The hate you encounter, the envy, the fear, all are reminders that your light is rising. They are proof that your awakening is undeniable, unstoppable, and sacred. The chosen walk a path few understand, a path of solitude, insight, and profound awakening. But it is on this path that your true power emerges, your mission unfolds, and your destiny becomes undeniable. Every act of awakening, every moment of courage, every step toward your truth is a rebellion against complacency, ignorance, and fear. And in that rebellion, your soul discovers its infinite strength. Chosen one, the universe is calling you. Do not ignore it. Stand in your power, embrace your awakening, and let your light shine so brightly that no darkness can touch it. The world will resist, they will doubt, they will hate, but your purpose is unstoppable. Now is the time to rise. Step fully into your truth. Share your journey, speak your wisdom. Walk boldly on the path the universe designed only for you. Your awakening is not optional, it is inevitable. Like this video, comment your experiences, and subscribe to Return to Awakening to join a tribe of souls who will never dim their light, never bow to fear, and never settle for a life half-lived. Your mission is sacred. Your power is real. Your awakening starts now.